What's up? Back in the kitchen, got some more DSR farm stuff, and they have got some Polish sausage that have cheese stuck in it. So we're gonna cook some of those up, and we're gonna cook some biscuits to go with it, and we're just gonna get right into this. Get into these biscuits. I got a couple of tips and tricks I'm gonna give you if you haven't seen this already, but first I need to run through a few things. This is self-rising flour. We bought it, it never rose, so I don't know if the baking soda and stuff that was in that was not good or old, or we just bought off-brand and it didn't work. But at any rate, I've got a teaspoon of baking soda and about a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna put into, oh sorry, go ahead. I'm gonna put into 3 cups of that flour, and then I've got a whole stick of melted butter here, and I melted it about 20 minutes ago, and so it's not very warm, but it's still liquid. And what I'm gonna do is put a cup of milk in it, and this will solidify this stuff back up. So when you're making biscuits, most people use frozen butter and they shave it really small, and then it's kind of hard to incorporate. But this way, it kind of all makes little bitty balls of butter. And the freezer is where I keep the flour also, so it's super cold. So you don't have to worry about your dough getting hot while you're doing this. But anyway, we're gonna combine all this and roll it into some biscuits here in just a second. All right, I've got everything kind of combined, and what I'm gonna do is I've got my hands floured, and I'm just gonna roll this around and sort of knead it until the outside is like not tacky. And you don't want to overwork it, but you can get it into a nice ball of dough that's just like, I don't know, doughy. Okay, so there's my ball of dough. It's not tacky anywhere on the outside. It's well incorporated, and I'm just gonna throw a little flour down right here and push this out into about a 1/2 inch thick thing. Rectangle, circle, whatever, 1/2 inch thick, however that works. Alright, so I got this rolled out about a 1/2 inch thick, and we're just gonna start with a 2-inch cutter. You can use whatever size you want to, right on the edge, and just cut your biscuits out. And then I've got a greased baking sheet over here. I'm gonna put them in. Yeah. And I like to just kind of come up right beside where I've cut and right on the edge, and that way I don't waste any dough. You get a little bit of a flat spot on one side, but it's not that big a deal, and it keeps you from overworking your dough again. Okay, and we've just got a egg wash here. I'm just going over the top of these. That'll help them brown up on top in the oven. But I got 11 out of it. I got 9. I re-rolled it, cut one, and then just kind of free-formed that one over there. Oven's preheated to 450. I'm gonna pop these in for 12 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put these sausages in with those. I'm not sure that these are gonna get done though. That's why I've got them in a skillet. And that way, if they're not done, when I bring them out, I can cook them on the stovetop. Anyway, we'll get this going. Okay, so it's been right at 12 minutes. These just came out. They're all nice and not stuck or anything, and fluffy and golden and stuff.
And what?
The sausage plumped up, but I'm just gonna get a little bit of color on the outside of it. So I've got it over on the skillet. Gonna cook it about a minute aside, and then bring it over here and plate these up. All right, so I cooked those for another 4 or 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna slice these in half because they're about twice as long as a biscuit is. And there's the inside shot of that. And then I'm just gonna split these, kind of butterfly them. And cover your biscuit like so, and bam, there you go. Good looking breakfast right there. Alright, yeah. So I'll put the directions and stuff down in the comments for biscuits and stuff. And then, yeah, thanks for watching and stuff. Take it easy.